Hello and welcome to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymour.
And we're about to talk the once and future goodness that is Once and Future #1 from Boom Studios.
Where to begin with this luxurious book? It's our book of the week.
Yeah.
And that's talking about, because there was also a ton of good books this week.
Sharky came out.
Silver Surfer Black.
Like, dope stuff.
Yeah.
Mad dope stuff. Let's give a shout out. Kieran Gillen, Dan Mora, Tamara Bonvillain, again.
Just absolutely murder facing it with the colors.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Super duper dope. Graphic design wise, I'm in love with all parts of this book.
Yeah.
The cover is dope. It's graphically pleasing, draws your eye where you need it to go. I was just working on a cover today, so I definitely am in that cover appreciation space. Yeah. It's good. And then to make good matters even better, this inside cover piece, very cool. Dang it, that looks good. Like, you know a book is good when you're, like, congratulating the inside cover. Yeah. Like, who does that? Like, who's like, you know what, that inside cover that just had the credits page? It's
well laid out.
That's good shit right there. All right. So, starting off.
It's like for the Oscars that aren't on TV.
That's what it is, though. Like,
get it in the mail.
You know what? There should be Eisners for this. Because this is important, man.
It's forgotten art.
It's dope. All right. We start off Cornwall, Great Britain. Mm-hmm. You know how British you have to be to start off in, like, Cornwall? Like, not like London.
Everybody like, whoa. Like, one of the two cities I know.
Right. Like,
but, like,
Cornwall. All right.
Okay.
So, you got these two characters. Big guy, kind of reminds me of you, man. I could see you.
A little bit. Like if I was
the beard and if you're bigger, obviously.
I just need to get into training. I need more Chipotle. I need to switch from the Ben and Jerry's to Haagen-Dazs.
I mean,
and just bulk up.
Yeah, there it is.
Bulk up.
But like, you have the full beard. Like, you rock this, dude.
He's a beautiful man.
I can see you. Like, I would have totally said cosplay this guy until.
Yeah. Our babies would be amazing.
Wow, such love. So what's amazing is, like, he's talking with this woman, and he's like, look, the crazy heat has created, like, an abysmal summer for most people, but it's actually created a great opportunity for us because there's this drought, and it's cleared out, like, this space for us.
Yeah, and they're doing some kind of archaeological dig.
Right.
They're with the lake dry, they actually have access to this place where they know there was a settlement or something at one point.
Right. So in terms of pulling stuff out, they've got some, hand daggers, they've got some pots, but the grass of it all is this beautiful, like, sheath for a sword. Yeah. Like, intricate, it looks beautiful, and the guy is like, hey, do you have any ideas of, what this thing is?
Because up to this point, I'm thinking it's like two experts of archaeology and medieval history, right? And they're just sharing ideas,
right?
And she is so quick to it's genuine in terms of it being from the 5th century,
knowing exactly what it is, when it is, the whole nine.
Yeah, hasn't even like looked at it,
doesn't even touch it.
Yeah,
but it's just like sight seen. Yes, this is it. So of course he's like, look, I didn't think experts would come so quickly. I guess word spreads. And wait, where are you going? Like, hold on,
because that's very strange to him. Because she's on her cell phone. Because when she says it's genuine, it's not. She's talking to him. She's on her cell.
She's talking to somebody else. And he's like, it suddenly dawned on him, like, you didn't say your name. Sorry, we're so excited about this, but where are you from? Like, what university are you with? Like, who is you? Yeah. Man, you talk about way too late. 3 guys walk in. Yeah. They got these badge pendants that are very Templar. Yeah. In their showcase and design. And they look. Yeah.
They've all got blue eyes.
Yeah, yeah. They look a little rough. Yeah. They might have done some things. One guy's got kind of a Celtic tattoo action going on, and the dude's like, wait, hold on, you can't just take this, like, put that down, like, what are you doing?
And they just walk over and they pick up the damn thing.
This is where it gets bad for my man. The guy wants to retort and says, I think I can do whatever I want to, like, this is what it is.
And this is so, because when the archaeologist is like, what do you want? And the guy with the gun responds with, England back.
Whoa. So in this moment, I was like, this is going to get deeper than anything that I was really expecting this to be. Yeah. Like, clearly, Once and Future, you get, Once and Future King. Yeah. That's cool. Reference, got it. But this means that there's layers. Yeah. This is the beginning of the onion. Yeah. Somerset. beautiful.
Once
land
again,
here, dude.
another town or city.
Right? That is not necessarily the norm for non-Englanders.
Yeah. I love Gran.
She's so amazing. So we're at a home for the elderly, and they are currently watching the news. And there's an announcement. The hottest summer on record continues. Temperatures on all sides are fraying. Meanwhile, in other news, a murder at the quiet archaeology site causes horror. Wait, murder? Archaeology?
Yeah.
Did we just see
Could it be?
that? But we did.
What's interesting is in this living room where there's several seniors living, almost all of them universally want to change a channel to the Great Bake Off.
Yeah,
like we've heard all the news we want.
Yeah,
we're past the weather.
We're done with that. Let's check out the pastries.
Yeah,
the pastries. Oh, the pastries. There's a woman who doesn't seem to be paying attention, which is the funny part. Like, she's not looking at the TV. She's sitting in a chair that is not even aimed at the TV.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, yes, dear, do change the channel if you really want. But broken fingers take so long to heal at our age, I really wouldn't.
All while rolling some form of cigarette.
Some form. We don't judge. I don't even know. I'm just saying. But her point is made because the two guys are like, well, it's always good to hear the local news.
Local news is important stuff.
It's good things to know. And she's like, it is. Be quiet because I'm listening. And we find out the body of Alan James was found shot at the site in Cornwall, which was excavating the lake bed during the heat wave.
Yeah.
So you're finding out, like, okay, lake at Cornwall, they're taking advantage, trying to find different things. Dude got shot. This is bad. But the only thing that was taken is a scabbard, 4-blade, 6th century witch, and she's like, bugger, this is bad.
So she knows something, which is like, okay, what does she know?
Right.
Who is she with?
Right.
Isn't she just some, like,
random old lady?
Yeah.
But especially the fact that, again, she still has not turned to look at the TV.
Yeah.
This is just her hearing this.
Yeah.
So one of the orderlies speaks to Bridget and is like, hey, listen, you need to have an early night of it. Your grandson's coming tomorrow. Oh, joy, oh, joy. Please don't be awkward. Like, come on. Let's just make this smooth. Let's make this happen. Look, you're going to have a great day tomorrow. Yeah. Let's be cool today.
Got a big day. Let's just take a little nappy poo.
Right? She's like, hey, listen, let me get 10 minutes to walk. Let me go smoke a cig. Let's be fine.
It's a really reasonable request.
Right? What's funny is, okay, being that this is British, I know cig is not their choice abbreviation for a cigarette. And I wonder if that was changed due to
it's different
terminologies here.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that. I almost want to tweet Kieran and ask, like,
because we're
between us friends,
we're certain decisions made.
Right. Like, I'm just curious. Bristol. We're getting a tour of all of England here, like, for reals. I want to say Bristol is where Kieran Gillen is from, actually.
I think on the Wikipedia page it says that.
Yeah, which could have been lied. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. We meet the most bumbling, greatest gentleman I think I've ever had the joy of just finding in a comic book. You know what? It's good when your introduction is, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, it's a dude, looks like a larger person, but like an athletic larger.
Right?
He's got glasses, he's got red hair, red beard, green eyes. Who does that remind you of?
What's up?
Me 20 years ago.
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. But he's definitely, like, kicking off a ginger Peter Parker vibe.
Yeah, I was getting like Clark Kentish almost.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, like if Clark Kent and Peter Parker had a baby, which is weird, but because one's an alien. Yeah. Don't be that way, guys. And he ended up a ginger because of it.
Because it's aliens.
Yeah, because aliens.
Alien eggs do that. It's common knowledge. It's common knowledge.
Saying gingers are alien eggs? Oh my god. We're not getting any views whatsoever on this one. So he's clearly on a date at a very nice restaurant, and he has overtly spilled wine on his date.
It is,
and it was her wine too. Like, it's not even his cup.
Which is so hers. Next level. And that dress looks like it used to be expensive.
Man, did it ever. Yeah. It's got a nice deep plunge. She's kind of beautiful all around. She actually has a little exotic eye to it, which I love.
That going on.
Right? So what I love is like he's like, look, let me be honest here. Like I wish I could say that this never happens. It always does.
Yeah.
I'm a klutz, big goofball.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, when my friends in the history department told me about you, I wondered why you were a single rugby playing academic Duncan McGuire, but now I'm beginning to have some theories.
Right.
Like
she's like described unicorn, and then it's actually just like a deer that someone like taped a toilet paper roll to. Like it's
someone sawed off the other horns
Yeah.
just to keep everyone else safe.
Ta-da!
Yeah, because they kept running in circles. And he's like, yeah, I get nervous, and then it's raining drinks, and I'm so sorry. And all of a sudden, his phone rings.
Yeah.
And it says, Gran's home. Okay. He's like, I'm sorry, I have to take this. He stands up, very polite.
She is not happy about this.
Not at all. Like, first of all, you spilled an entire drink on me,
Yeah.
and now you're just going to get on the phone? Really?
Is this how we're gonna be?
Right? I love this silent panel here where he's listening to the call.
Yeah.
And then we immediately see him off the phone, and she's like, let me guess, something's come up.
Yeah.
You have to go. Climbing out the window would have been too much.
Yeah, like he's trying to bail.
Right.
And he's like, no, legit, my grand's home. She just wandered off.
Right. Like, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Now, okay, here we go. Characterization, I love you.
Yeah.
She could have been a one-note trick pony
Yeah.
of attitude, and I'm beautiful, and you should be
Yeah.
treating me this thing, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Is she senile? Like, she genuinely suddenly, like, cares.
Yeah, like is
cue.
this something you would expect from her?
Absolutely human
And
being.
like a rounded character
Yes.
in what, 6 panels?
Right. And literally when we first are introduced to her, it's not like a shining moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So he's like, no, she's weirdly aggressively independent. Which I was like,
Yeah.
This woman that actually threatened to break fingers over the remote?
That seems consistent.
Good call. Good call. She wanted to be put in a home so I didn't have to worry about her. I'm her only family.
Yeah.
She's never done anything like this before. And I love it. Like, he has such a reverence for her.
Yeah.
This is your part here.
And this is where he kind of gives a little bit of a backstory for her. She's hard as nails. She came over from Ireland to work when she was 15, which is really close to
Came
when...
over to work
Right.
when she was 15.
Which is real close to when my dad's mom came over from Ireland to America. So I'm like, now her voice has changed in my head, so it is like the voice of my grand.
Yes.
It blows my mind. When I was 15, getting the bus into Bristol intimidated me. And then she went from one country to another.
Right. To work.
Yeah.
Like, she had a plan. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to explore and let's see what, oh, look, opportunity. No, she's like,
No.
I need some work. 15, bouncing.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's find another country to go work in.
We can do
Got
this.
it. Done. So his date is like, what are you going to do? And he's like, and all of a sudden his phone rings again.
Yeah. I wonder what the ringtone is for her. Because it's Gran calling.
That's a good question.
Because it's a
you know what?
musical thing.
Yeah, which is brilliant. So the grandmother is out in the woods. Duncan, it's Gran. Are you busy?
Yeah, and he's like, doesn't matter if I'm busy. Like, I know that you've left the home.
Right. They've already called me.
Yeah.
You're in trouble,
Whatever
lady.
you need, I'm there.
So much funnier. She, of course, is still taking it in stride
Yeah.
and is like, it seemed easier than make a fuss. They are such big fussers. She is like ragging on the on the home. Like, it's hilarious. Oh my God. She's like, look, can you come? I've got a problem I need some help with.
Yeah.
It won't take long. Gran, you've run away.
Right.
Do you realize?
Like, this is potentially bad. And he's real apologetic.
Yeah.
He's trying to explain to his date that Gran's wandered off. I have to go help her. This has to have sucked for your evening.
Right. Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
As far as bad dates go, I can't even say it's my worst, but I'll pay for the dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Like, it's my bad.
Yeah.
She's like, don't worry. It could be worse. It's a bad date, but a brief date. Go get your Gran, you goof. She likes him.
She likes him.
She definitely likes him, man.
There is a potential for a second half.
Yes. A second bad date. Like, she's all for it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and this is the pages where I'm like, now, book, you've got your hooks into me.
oh, deep, okay? Deep. Duncan is walking out into the forest. Gran, where are you? Gran!
Because he's got to be panicking.
Oh my
'Cause
God, yes!
It's not just that she's wandered off. She is somewhere.
In the middle of wherever.
Yeah.
Like,
In the woods.
Right.
He's now having to go through the woods at night somewhere in England, in a town I don't know.
right. So he finds her at, like, the head of some shelter.
Yeah.
Trying to crowbar open a door.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, I'm having so much trouble. Things are so much heavier now. This
Yeah.
is crazy. And he's like, don't do that. You're like, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
How did you even get out here?
Uber.
She says so quickly.
Yeah.
And he's like, all the way out here? You have any idea how much that costs? She's like, don't make that face. It's a free app. What are you talking about? Although, if it's free, I don't know why they wanted my credit card.
Yeah. She cracks me up. Because
At this moment, she just became my grandmother, too.
Yeah.
Because I can see my grandmother saying this. Like, oh, no, I got the Uber, but it's free. It's fine. They just used my credit card to verify, like, my age or something. And it's like, no, Nana.
That's not how... Oh, bless your heart.
That's it. That's all you can say. Is
Yeah.
just bless your heart. But Duncan, using his rugby athletic strength, pries this bad boy open and is like, "What are you even doing out here?"
I feel like when we get to the scene where we look and see what is pried open, my initial thoughts were silver bullets.
Right.
That's interesting.
Right.
And then like the Punisher, Frank Castle himself, would reach full erection because this
Oh
is
my God!
one of the
not
most,
even full erection.
yeah.
It's an immediate on site.
thank you. Because
It's an arsenal. Okay.
Right? It's guns, machine guns,
Swords,
rocket
swords that
launchers.
shoot other swords.
Yeah, there's stuff in the shadows.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, this is ridiculous.
I don't even
It's amazing.
what the hell would she have this for?
And rocks. There are rocks down there, and I feel like those are down there on purpose. Like that's not just like accidental they fell in.
No,
These
we
are
need
specific.
those.
Yeah.
Grab those rocks.
She says, "Ah, good. Nothing's gone missing."
What?
Immediate inventory? Really?
Yeah, because all right. So is in this moment that Duncan's Gran went from the person that would like sneak him cookies on the weekend to what the hell?
Yeah.
Gran got backstories.
I don't even know you right now.
Right?
Like,
What kind of side adventures did this woman have?
listen, the things that she could tell you.
Right?
So he picks up some crazy monstrosity of
Doesn't she?
stakes and woodenness,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What is this?" She's like, "Put it down. We don't need it." He's like, "What is it for?" She says, "Well, I used to hunt vampires."
And this is where I'm really curious. You used to hunt vampires?
Here, wait, can we go back to that?
Yeah.
The well,
Mhm.
I used to hunt vampires. Matter of fact,
Swear.
without hesitation.
Yeah.
Well, what's it used for? Well, I used to hunt vampires. Said so plainly.
There's so many questions now because it's not just you used to hunt vampires, because there's also now the expanded universe of there are vampires?
Thank you. Right? Hello? Wait a minute. Okay. She says, yes, I used to. Then I ran out of vampires. Hold up! Hold on.
Did she kill every vampire in the UK?
I mean, is Gran is the new Blade? Like, that's what... Listen, Mahershala Ali, step back, son.
You've been replaced by Estelle Getty.
You don't even know, okay? I'm all for it. I'm all for this. This is amazing. So Duncan, of course, being a man of thought, academia, if you will, says, Gran, you always rolled your eyes at anything like that. You laughed at it. What are you saying?
Because at this point, he's got to be thinking, he's got to be torn between, okay, she actually is senile.
Right?
And I am standing in an arsenal pit.
Right. Like, because you can't even chalk it up to senility because you are, in fact, standing in a spot filled with weapons that she clearly knew about.
Yeah, but she's talking crazy. There's
Crazy
no
talk.
way.
Crazy talk.
Oh.
So, I love it. So she's like, it's complicated. It's best you didn't know, and then something catches her attention.
Yeah, there's like it's no longer the night sky. It's like a green and blue shimmering sort of almost fairy tale type background now.
And she admits, she says, look, my ears aren't so good, Duncan. Can you hear anything? And he says, yeah, it sounds like a lot of dogs barking, but muffled.
And you're not ready for it.
Right.
You're not.
At all. And he's like, wait, the lighting, it's changed. And she's like, she sits down.
Yeah.
She pulls a Thanos, okay?
Yeah.
She sits down and is like, Duncan, dear, listen to me. Do you know what the questing beast is?
No. And
What the crap?
Yeah, he's like, you wouldn't even let me watch Scooby-Doo.
Right. Like, why would I know about anything that you're talking about? She says, well, you could keep secrets from me. People pick up the worst habits when they leave home. Anyway, you don't know what the questing beast is? Like, whoa.
Like, you idiot.
Wait. Now you do.
And then we turn the page, and we find out what the muffled wolfing sound. It's so disturbing.
This is the most terrifying thing It is like a chimera beast
Yeah.
with like a snake head,
Going into a cheetah's forebody,
right? With a cheetah, but like it has hooves,
Yeah.
of sorts, and then the back legs are definitely of
A lion?
a lion with like a crocodile tail,
But this this extended belly filled with barking dog
with barking
heads.
dogs. Like they're all roof, roof, roof. Like they're in there, like they're still alive in there. That's the part that freaks me out the most, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's
They're
terrible.
still in there.
So of course Duncan is like, what do we do? And she's like, a little advice in this line of work: if in doubt, run.
Seems sound. So
Right?
Duncan does his best impression of someone tearing ass away from
Boom!
a questing beast.
Here's the thing that I realized, like, yo, Gran is even better than I even thought.
Yeah.
Gran ain't running.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, most monsters do go after movement. Keep him busy. She set him up.
Yeah.
Okay? Like,
So he's running around,
ah.
running around the woods, getting chased by the barking dog belly, and
She's steady looking for something.
Yeah.
Throwing weapons aside.
Yeah.
Where is it? I need to see it. Oh, here we go. Duncan, lead it back here. Now, this beast is now between him and Gran.
yeah,
And,
he now has to figure out how to get
yeah,
from point A to point B without
being
the dog belly.
And he says, I thought the date was the low point of the evening. So did we.
Yeah.
But no. Duncan shows incredible heart here.
Yeah.
Runs straight towards the beast. Manages to pick up like a quick
Yeah,
fallen tree trunk.
yeah,
Heft it into the beast's
Yeah.
gaping maw. Right? And run underneath.
yeah. And Gran pops up
Oh my god.
and tosses him some kind of spear.
Yes. Good boy. Catch. He does. And when he turns around, brandishing said spear, the thing hisses at him. And he's like, okay, oh god, this is going to be terrible. This is bad.
Yeah.
And it turns around and walks away.
Which
In
is weird.
fact, it runs from it.
What kind of spear does he have? Like,
Listen, I think I know what spear it is.
yeah, I was thinking spear
Spear
of
Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah,
that
I
was what was
totally think it is. And she's like, no, let it go. Don't chase it. It's a sad little story. The poor thing. What?
Yeah, because I was like the same thing. Like, Duncan's like, but actually, when she explains its backstory, I'm like, oh man, that would suck to be that thing.
You start chasing it, you'll just get all obsessed, and you'll be no good to anyone. Be careful with people who chase monsters too hard. Wow.
That's actually deep.
Right, like super. Anyway, folks can't kill it until later. It's one of those beasts of destiny sort of thing. It's gone now. It'll be back, lightly, at the most annoying moment. That is brilliant foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so when this thing comes back, we already know, like, hilarity,
Yeah.
but genius.
Yeah. And Duncan is just completely aghast at this point. Like,
I love it.
Grant, this. You know about all this, the supernatural stuff. You always said it was nonsense. And her retort is fantastic.
A beastie with a hind's feet and a belly packed full of dogs? Sounds like nonsense to me.
Yeah, but it's real.
Plenty of things are real. Plenty of things that are real are nonsense, love. Most things even. The wisdom of Gran.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, literally, she just broke down all of our lives, read that book, and now we have to sit there and digest what she just told us.
Yeah.
This is the truth. What matters is what this particular bit of nonsense means. And it means awful things are loose, and someone has to push up their sleeves and get stuck in. Gran is about that life.
Yeah.
Forget all you fake thugs out there. This lady is it. Right. That's enough, kid. We better get going. We can buy sandwiches on the way. Just got a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Plan. It's all down to us now. Folk have murdered folk to get a hold of that scabbard. That means they're up to no good. We have to stop them. Simple.
Yeah.
Absolutely simple.
But he's still, his life is just completely upturned. Like, you're not serious, Grant.
Right.
You can't, like, she's an old woman.
Right.
She can't go around chasing monsters.
You got to go back to the home. It's where it's safe.
Yeah.
Like, come on. She's like, look, yeah, I'm sure you'll get me back home. You're such a good boy. You've never been afraid of doing what needs to be done, but you won't be safe alone, and you'll just drive me to Glastonbury right now, right? Like, that's what we're going to do. she's saying this at gunpoint.
Yeah,
like
she's
like,
pointing
"Look,
a gun at him.
this is what you're gonna do. I'm telling you, this is what it is."
And Duncan's just, Gran, you raised me. You're not going to shoot. Turn the page.
Bah!
And she takes a chunk out of his ear.
She Mike Tysoned his ear. He's like, you shot me. She was like, I was trying to give you a close shave, but fingers aren't what they used to be, okay? Age comes to us all. Yo! She could have actually killed you, bro.
Yeah.
I still think she's just messing with him. I think she definitely meant to shoot him in the ear.
Yeah.
Because Gran she's not playing,
Yeah.
okay? She's trying to let you know what's up. They make it back to his car, and is like, look, I'm sorry. It's barely a scratch. You have worse than the scrum. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a rugby term when everybody gets like the balls in the middle.
Got you. Okay, the rugby huddle thing.
Yeah.
And they're all okay.
Yep.
Got you. All right, that makes me. I was really nervous. Like the scrum. Why does Gran know what your scrum look like, dog? Like that's whoa, too much. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So he's like, what's this, scabbard, like, why is it so important?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. And she's like, well, look, it belonged to an old warlord. What a way to classify this.
Yeah.
It heals all wounds. Stick big holes in you, and they just close right out. Didn't do him any good. His sister stole and threw it in the lake, and then he got stabbed by his son. When I read that, I was like, I know that story.
Yeah.
I know that story.
Yeah. That's King Arthur.
Right. Like, wait. But
then, I'm like, why would the bad guys be trying to bring King Arthur back?
Right?
Wouldn't that
be a bad term? Right? Because that's the whole thing. Is like, this sword is all important. Everybody always cares about the sword. They don't care about the scabbard.
Excalibur.
They didn't even name it. Like they named the sword. And he's like, well, what's the sword's name? And she's like, oh, it's Excalibur.
Yeah. And that's when he's just like,
what? Humana, Excalibur. Like, really? And she's like, yeah, it's Excalibur. Like, shut up, okay? Yeah. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, like King Arthur's sword, Excalibur. And she's like, no. When she's like, oh, thank God. She's like, it's not Arthur's sword, okay?
There's these ladies that live in lakes.
Right.
And it's one of their swords.
Yeah. She let Arthur borrow it. That jerk didn't quite give it back. If someone's trying to use, the scabbard to bring it back, there's this whole prophecy thing that in, England's darkest time, Arthur will come back. Yeah. That's the thing, though. Like, people always tell, like, the good part about Arthur. They don't talk about the rest.
Yeah.
Like how he united the Britons, beat back foreign invaders.
Yeah.
But then he went to war with the European Empire and crushed it. Wait, what?
Who are you talking about? Les Romans?
Right. Is this the Romans? What are you talking about? Said to return in Britain's darkest hour, but there is something about the prophecy that's always rubbed me the wrong way. Never trust a prophecy that can be taken in two ways. What did they mean by that?
Oh, so brilliant. Well, he could return because it's Britain's darkest hour.
Sure.
Or his return could cause it. What a way to spin it.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm there. I'm ready. To be continued. Issue 2 could not come out soon enough.
Yes.
I am all for this. Once and Future #1, Boom Studios. Wow.
Amazing.
Hell of a read.
Home run.
Like.
Wicked googly.
Oh. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. This right here, I'm going to go home and I'm going to write something just because I'm inspired. Like, it's not going to touch this, but I want to write something because I'm inspired now. This was amazing.
Yeah. Action-packed.
Yeah.
Funny. I think it's good. The terror of what if Arthur really, like, what if that's Arthur?
Oh! I had that thought too. And I'm all for it. Yeah. I just need issue 2. Like, not now, but right now.
Yeah.
Not now, but right now. Once in Future. Ugh.
I'm half tempted to hit up Boom and be like, I'm on a review show.
Dude, I was thinking about it too. Let's ask them.
Why not?
What's the worst thing they could say is no. We're going to read this. We want to read as much of it as possible.
Yeah.
So, yes. No, we're going to do that. We're going to reach out to Boom right now. Matter of fact, we got to go. We got to shut down the show. Sorry, guys. We got to talk to Boom Studios. Thank you guys for being our Patreon members. We love you for that. And we'll tell you if they say yes.
Hopefully they will.
Yeah.